our stands starting to fill out. Everyone anticipating these semifinals.
It's crowded today. I mean, what a plan to go on a Saturday afternoon. Just enjoy quality paddle, some drinks, this sunny Miami. And by the way, Marina Guinard and Victoria Iglesias were saying in the aftermatch interview that it was tough today playing with the wind. It's pushing to different directions. You have to adapt, you have to adjust. And that maybe at the beginning of the match they were struggling with it, but then the team that was able to adapt the better was maybe the one in advantage, and that was for them the key to win the first semifinal, the women's semifinal.
It's interesting, you think of so many sports played outdoors and those that have the ability to not just play more aggressively or those that enjoy playing in the wind more. It's those that are quicker to adapt in this sport that really seem to have the advantage in these conditions. And especially because you have to change ends so frequently. Got to be able to come away with an understanding of the wind, how it will push, especially on those lobs. Here it's a little bit of an in and out type of day. You'll have sudden gusts and then dropping back down. Ability to adapt just within any given rally. Going to be hypercritical.
In this match, I think we have 3 different kind of players. The classical power player with a big overhead like Leal and Barahona. Then the physical player, the fast player like Coqui Nieto, steady, smooth, defending absolutely everything. And the magic player, pure talent like Tolito Aguirre, able to create impossible shots, angles, drop shots, highlight shots.
No one really uses a side wall, side glass like Tolito Aguirre. Seems like he looks for that shot more often than not.
So we're gonna have absolutely everything in this second semifinal. First semifinal, second match of it. And again, Seba Nerone coaching, this time Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal. Very important for them. Tolito Aguirre winning 2 tournaments in a Buen Paddle this season with Gonzo Alfonso, so he knows how it feels to be playing a semifinal. And those are Coqui Nieto and Javi Barahona. Getting some water, very important since it's humid and hot today.
And we've actually kind of seen this Toronto Polar Bears team just a bit up and a bit down. There have been moments for this team where they've been really consistent, really steady. They've come away with 2-set wins. However, we've also seen the opposite, where maybe they win the first set, then drop the second, and then miss on that super tiebreak. So watch for them to need to find their consistent and steady play. Not necessarily the ebbs and flows, but really trying to find that high level of performance from start to finish for this Toronto Polar Bears team.
I think we worked together in that match against the Las Vegas Smash, where they won the first set by 6-0. Then they were 2-0 in the second one, and somehow they ended up going into the super tiebreak and losing it. So they usually start hot. They have to today try to be steady, to be regular throughout the entire match, because the new format, if you're new to the Pro Paddle League, includes a super tiebreak in the third set. And whenever you go to that penalties, let's say, everything can happen.
Anything can happen. We've really seen that super tiebreak, which, by the way, the athletes love. They love having to not find that third set. And it's just a pure out, full out sprint in that super tiebreak. Toronto starts with the serve. Javi Barahona. Tough ball.
2 minutes returns. A lob shot going long from Tolito, and now the backhand finding the net from Javi Leal.
Wow.
Make it 3.
A dream for Toronto here. The quick smack and the first game. Toronto taking it. LA still have yet to found a point.
The hammer boy, Javi Barahona, so much power in that left arm. You gotta make sure you play quality lob shots, but in these conditions, it's really hard. So you're gonna have maybe to go to the other side, to Coqui Nieto. Of course, he has the smash, but not as much as much power as Javi Barahona. It was a tough one, Cam.
It was, I'll give you
But you got the
that.
point.
As much power, I got you. Gonzo, you've done an amazing job. English,
And
your second language, and wouldn't be able to tell whatsoever.
How the beat serving. 2 points in a row for the beat. So no receiving team was able to win a point so far. Rolling the ball. First Coqui, now Barahona finding Tolito Aguirre off guard, placing the ball below the net. 30-15.
And that's that control from Toronto. Utilizing the Chiquita, dropping that, rolling it right over the top of the net. Some finesse to get them up there.
Ball touching the net. Reflexes from Toronto Polar Bears to stay alive in the point, but not anymore because Javi Barahona finds a back ball. 40-15.
Looks like a bit of confusion there. Barahona kind of tossing up his hands.
Goes the first smash and the first block from Coqui. You're gonna see a lot of this today. Leal smashing, Coqui blocking. This time the point where.
And the block starts from an early point in terms of Nieto with the quick read, then the scramble to the back of the court. And he's just locked in by the time that ball is coming off the carpet. Some quick foot speed right now between these two teams. Early stages of this matchup. Big rip from Nieto.
Of course, he's not the big hitter of the team, but he can do it too.
He will if he's got the opportunity. Barahona takes his time, lets it come off the bounce. He had enough time to tie his shoelaces, pull up his left pant leg, and then take the swing.
You need an elevator to reach that one close to the net.
Bouncing off the fence, Barahona. Light touches, push back from Tolito. There's Leal. Everyone playing on one side of the court here. All four parties hanging out on the same side.
It doesn't really matter if you place the lob shot over Tolito because Leal is waiting for it, covering the space and smashing it hard.
And they had to get him back to the net. Oof. That ball coming off the side. Ball out of bounds from Toronto. Happened so fast, it was tough to see. Toronto taking the game. They move to a 2-1 advantage. A series of holds to start this matchup in this first set between Toronto and Los Angeles.
Javier Leal to serve.
No break so far in the game. The beat serving again. Polar Bears leading by 2-1.
Third off.
Couple good serves from Javi Leal to get freebie points. 30 love. Make it 3.
40 off.
40 love. They are going for it. Touch from Barahona lands in. Oh, going Koki to the right side. Great effort from Barahona.
That might have been one of the most unique lobs I've ever seen off that touch.
Calculated. That was planned, of course. Oh, Tolito. It's in?
Oh, that's in.
It is. First magical touch from Tolito. 2 games all. Another hold for the beat.
Javier Gonzalo Barahona to serve.
I'm still stunned at those last 2 points from the second game. Whether it was the touch from Barahona or the play from Tolito. Absolute animal. Toronto unafraid to extend some of these rallies. There's another touch, but that's out of bounds. Toronto will just sit at the backcourt, shot after shot after shot, whether it's them picking up a defensive play or just looking for the right opportunity. Not necessarily driving that hard, but looking for the Chiquita at times. Some nice ground strokes.
Such a threat having Javi Leal on the other side of the court. You know he's going to smash every single shot.
30-15.
Barahona snags this one. Digging deep, Leal. Oh, what a bajada. Now it's Tolito on defense. Ooh, that was inches away.
Using that friend, the sidewall, again.
It's his #1 companion. Good kick. Good point. Toronto up 3-2.
3-2 for set.
Estoy ahí un poco levantado, tengo que adaptarme más. Un poquito de sensaciones, ¿no? Tengo que intentar, pero me da la gana, pero no es que exactamente, muy bien, vamos, jugando un huevo, un poquito más agachado, vamos a hacer bien.
Leonel Aguirre to serve.
Leonel Tolito Aguirre serving for the LA Beat. No break so far.
50 love.
The Polar Bears struggling with the returns. We've seen many of those finding the net. the first point, the first shot of the point. Spinning around in his corner, Barahona. Down the line goes Barahona, now to push, faking the smash. Contra pared from Leal. Now the drop shot, soft hands out of the court. Through the door, Javi Leal. He's not only power.
30 off.
He just let the dog out. Right through the door.
Maybe learning something after playing with
40
Toledo
off.
for a couple weeks.
He stole his shot.
Now another winning serve for Tilov.
Net first serve.
Out of bounds. Another hold for the beat.
Los Angeles,
3 games apiece.
Reversal, first set.
I will say this first set is moving
Jorge
rather
Nieto.
quickly here. Points not that extended. But you have seen such a different approach from these two teams in terms of how they want to get to the net. Nieto quick shuffles to get back to the service line. Barahona finds it off the side fence.
Oh.
Quick touch again. The Magic Man walks away with another.
Turning around behind the back. Placing the ball close to the fence. This is insane, look at that. Huh.
Low 30.
Missed contact there from Nieto. A high volley. Good start here for the beat. Oh, favorable for Toronto, but that one they can't steal away.
Low 40.
We're gonna have the first break points of the match here. 4 of them.
Side spin on that. Picked up. Leal with the tweener, sends it back. Trying to find the recovery on the outside of the court. There's just not enough room.
50-40.
I think the racket's broken. From Barahona.
There's the epic tweener, but yeah. Considering where that ball bounced outside the court, might be time for a new racket. Break point remains for LA. Crashing down. 1-2. The punch from Tabito Aguirre. Finding the first break of this first set.
The beat leading Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal with the first break of the match, 4-3 up.
Javier Leal will serve.
Great start. They have to win the semifinal. They have to win the match to send it to a mixed doubles.
50 love.
They're answering in a really good way here. Now a perfect volley down the middle, slicing it, giving no bounce after hitting the back wall. 15 love. Another risk returns.
I've seen a lot of those in this matchup on both sides.
30 love. Leal going for it. The ball stays short. Easy pick up, but touching the net from Javi Barahona. He's not happy about that call.
Was it with his foot or his
Yeah,
racket?
that's what the umpire is saying now. That he stepped into the net. He's saying, I wasn't even close.
Claro, pero si había dicho que no iba a cambiar ni una decisión y que no iba a cantar nada. Y la doble falta ya no la cantaste porque lo cantaron los jugadores y yo te dije que ok, y no me metí.
40 love.
At the end of the day, it's the umpire's call.
Oh,
Slapping the ball with the backhand. But now, finding the 4 meters fence, allowing Koki to push and to win the point, 40-15. Leal with power, brings it back.
Los Angeles lead 5-3 first set. Javier Leal to serve.
Another hole, another game for the beaten. They were 5-3 up, Cam. Now the Toronto Polar Bears serving to stay alive in the first set.
it's in this direction. Nieto, another missed return. How many is that now?
We have to be around 10, maybe, which is a lot at this level.
Very surprising.
When you're a kid and you start playing, the rule number 1 from the coaches is don't miss the return. You have to put the ball in play.
Force the opponents to make the error. Nieto managing that. Shallow. And you can see what happens. If that's within the service line, you're going to be in some sore trouble.
You asked me about the main reason between the change between the last week and this week in the LA beat. I think Javi Leal is a big part of it.
Popped out. Nieto.
30-15.
You think it's a more aggressive style of play or just limiting the errors?
Same aggressivity, but more efficiency.
Second serve. Forty
40-15 here. Toronto looking to find their number 4. Ball out of bounds, and Toronto survives. Still down a break. Take a look back. This is the ball Barahona was called having touched the net right at the bottom. Oh. So we see Javi Barahona getting worked on. The quad to the hip. It will be a 3-minute medic timeout here as he continues to get worked on. LA still up 5-4, up a break. Chance to serve to take set 1.
2 minutes. One minute.
After the medical timeout, Javi Barahona is back to the action.
Lionel ready to serve.
Of course, after playing 2 weeks in a row, that many matches, the body start to feeling some pain. But he's okay, he's good to go. And now fighting to get the break back. The beat serving to get the first set. Kick smash from Tolito, big jump. Javi Barahona, the ball stays in. Koki going to the right side. It's white. I just love when a player has this quality, this sportsmanship, attitude. It was Koki the one saying the ball was out. Playing in the semi-final.
And off his own shot.
The angle from Toledo is too wide. 15-30. This could be the reaction from the Toronto Polar Bears.
Little good karma here. You also heard quite the outcry from their bench, the rest of their team.
Now another mistake from Toledo this time. That slicing backhand volley. 15-40 now. Koki and Barahona with 3 break points. Leal is going for it. Touching the sidewall. And then Barahona close to the net. He had plenty of options. He went for the slicing one, soft touch down the middle. And they get the break back, make it 5 games apiece.
They continue to play that lob over the top of Tolito. And it's actually creating Leal going back across. He's been smashing that down the line, and it's been an impressive run and sprint as Barahona, with that lefty, able to close out, chasing that down.
Maybe after those 2 mistakes from Tolito, Leal wanted to finish the job, to step in. And in that push, in that rush, ended up missing.
Quick exchange. Ball slows. Trying to catch Barahona over the top. Oh, beautiful play. Tolito Aguirre.
The quality of this player. Look at that. Flick of wrist going down the line.
Good read. Koki Nieto covering middle here. Oh, what a pickup. Oh, barely missing. Tough ball as he shifted back. Low backhand. Racket nearly skidding off the carpet. Love 30. Nieto takes his shot. And it's sent to the sky. Javi Leal walking away with a point.
It was a tough one for Koki because the contra pared was coming. You know that you have that spin in your favor, but the lob shot was not that short, so he had to smash it, but maybe he didn't want to do it.
Break point here for Los Angeles. Several of them. And a quick ball off the return earns Los Angeles the break. They go up 6-5. A chance to close out this set on their serve.
This is going to be the second chance for the Beat serving for the set. It's 6-5 for the Beat. 15 love. No dunk from Tolito, now waiting close to the net. Diving for that one, and now from the ground. Javi Barahona, epic effort. They deserve the point. They have to win it. Now another one spinning in his corner, and another save landing in. Oh, they have to win it. The Chiquita to push. Another Chiquita, slowing the tempo. The block from Koki. Insane defense. And now finding the sidewalk, Javi Leal. They had to win the point, and they did. Javi Barahona, epic defense.
Have you ever seen anything quite like that? Diving back head first towards the glass, sends it back to the side of Los Angeles.
Sometimes this sport is unfair. The previous point is worth the same than this one.
It's like golf.
Exactly.
Every stroke is exactly the same value.
30-15. The Beat only 2 points away from the first set. Tolito finding the net.
Nieto is just too quick. He takes such small and efficient steps. It's wild to watch him move about the court. It's like he's scampering.
All. Now 40-30, there they go. 2 set points for the LA Beat. Set point for the Beat. Leal serving. And there they go. They only need one. Game and first set for the LA Beat. Game and first set for Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal. by 7 games to 5.
Take a look as we have a chance now to see a little bit of trivia from our athletes.
No, para, yo qué sé. De fútbol, yo digo. Vale, venga, va. David Beckham.
Fácil, David Beckham.
Beckham no es el
Aquí. Beckham. Messi, Suárez, Jordi Alba, Busquets. Los únicos.
Te doy dos españoles, Jordi Alba y Sergio Busquets.
Messi y Suárez.
Messi and Suarez.
Sí. No.
Hard Rock Arena.
Dolphin Stadium.
The Hard Rock Stadium.
Florida Panthers.
No, raspado.
Tigers.
Panthers.
Sinner. Top.
El Miami Open, Giannis Sinner o Daniel Collins.
No, Sinner.
Daniel Collins. You got a chance to see the winners of the trivia. I think there were some pretty phenomenal answers all surrounding around, of course, Miami. There's Luis Estrada, one of the members of the Los Angeles Beat, top player out of the United States. Part of not just this year's team, but also played in the 2023 season for the PPL. One of the premier forces in the United States looking to continue to develop paddle in North America. Set number 1 on the side of Los Angeles. Some fantastic battling points, though, to close out set 1. Okay, still in awe of that diving save from Barahona. But now they've got to find this second set. Reminder, the Toronto Polar Bears, the women picked up the win, so they lead the series 1-0. Los Angeles in the semifinal matchup has to have this men's match and the mixed. Oof. Liel sends that straight into the fence, but on the outside, or the post, excuse me.
Great por tres from Koki, and then yes, it was the post.
Better have a helmet on the sidelines. Liel knew just as soon as that hit his racket where it was going.
$30-15.
30-15, Toronto. High lob with a bit of side spin on it. Oh, quick touches, light touches. Loading, waiting. And the right block. Tolito Aguirre.
30-all.
But Tolito was waiting a bit far away from the net, and in the last minute he went for it, stepped closer. He knew the ball was coming. He was ready to open the racket, to go cross court to finish the job.
Oh, how did he pick that up? The number of
40-30.
astonishing shots are unbelievable in this matchup.
From the underground. Finding a new subway station.
It's like they've got shovels. Quick pickups, not enough space. Toronto finds their first game and a hold. What do you want to see necessarily from the Toronto Polar Bears? It's not like they were that far off in set 1, all the way going to the 7-5 victory for Los Angeles, but it felt like just maybe a handful of points not going their direction.
Made a couple mistakes at the beginning of the match in the returns, long lobs. But I think that when it comes to Koki Nieto and to Javi Barahona, we're talking about two players with a winning mentality. You have two kind of players. The one that after being a set down just go away, they let the match go, or players like Coqui Nieto and Javi Barahona always fighting, always believing. And it's so important to be able to handle the negative situations, to turn them into positive ones, not to give up. But Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal playing really well today. And how Tolito was dodging that one on the way back. Back to back half volleys from Javi Barahona. Now the víbora from Tolito. Oh, he opens the racket. That backhand weighing the fence. Those are the shots. Cannot be happening anymore. Of course, the serve is good, but still.
No freebies.
Just out from Javi Leal. 40-15, they have the margin to do it. Again, you need 4 points to win a game. If you miss 2 off the return, it's going to be easy for your opponents to get the hold, and they did. 1 game apiece.
Keep serving to the backhand side of Barahona, pressing him into the glass. From the service line. No problem for Barahona. Calculated, Coqui Nieto. Vision has to be superb in this sport. Nieto understanding exactly where that ball was about to fall. Flat smash.
It was a banger.
To Nieto. Another good placement. This time he goes cross court. Tolito scooped and swipe back down the line. Nieto with another winner. Toronto leads 2-1 as they pick up that fantastic ball from the corner back down the line. Nieto.
Javier Leal to serve.
The 20 years old Javi Leal serving for the beat. Another short one. Easy dunk for Tolito Aguirre.
50 love.
Punishing the short lob from Javi Barahona. Sending the ball for a walk to the VIP zone. Again, the volleys punishing the opponents from the beat. It's floating too much. That's better. Now the classy shot from Tolito. The magic man Aguirre. Through the door. 1 from Leal, now 1 from Tolito.
Drop winner. Escaping through. So it's interesting, we were just having the conversation at the change of ends that we haven't seen Toronto really utilize the lob over the top of Tolito because they haven't been able to find those solid, really flat ground strokes that they looked to at the beginning. There was just one sent up over the top of Tolito. There's another. So there's definitely a change.
Now it pays off, Cam.
Yeah, it's the second time we've seen it. They're looking for it a bit earlier.
Of course, you have the risk of Javi Leal going to that zone, but if it's a fast lob shot, he's not going to be able to execute a super smash. Maybe it's not going to fly. He's not going to bring it back to your court. If you're fast enough to wait close to the net, you're going to get it.
See if they continue to flat. See, that's a way earlier lob shot than what we've seen.
Touching the net from Barahona.
Los
And that's a
Angeles.
risk-reward play.
Reversal.
Of course, Leal is going to go to that area, but he's going to lose some points. He's going to win some,
Jorge Nieto to serve.
but it's maybe something different, something new to try in this match.
Yeah, it's changing the rhythm a little bit too. It's one thing even for you just to be able to execute, but at the same time, challenges your opponent to have to change their own rhythm.
Law 15.
2-all here. Love 15. Toronto on the serve. This is how set 1 played out. We didn't see a break until the 7th game. It's in high off the glass and out of bounds.
He's like, I barely touched the ball. How does it fly that much?
Yeah, but he also barely touches the ball when he smashes it, and it still goes that far. Oh, 2 inches above the height of the net.
15-30.
I think that's going to hit the top. Try and find the reaction, however, it just flattens enough.
The body language from the Toronto Polar Bears player is not the best now.
They're in a bad position here.
30-all.
Tied up 2-all in the second set. Make it 30-all here. Challenging Nieto from the serve back cross court to Lito.
But even winning the points, they're quiet, not celebrating the points, not face pumps, while they are expressive players.
Oh, what a wrist, Leal. Sends it back to Nieto, down the line. Tough spot, scooped. Too much pressure, Tolito Aguirre.
Use golden point.
Brings us to our first golden point of the entire match.
Wow.
We didn't see one in set 1. We did have a break, but in a couple of them.
We saw a lot of them in the first match.
Break point, Los Angeles. Just long on the serve.
First serve.
We're going to replay the point.
Oh, interesting technique. Quick, quick, quick. Again, who's going to come away with the quickest hands here? It's the LAP taking the golden point.
Leonel Aguirre to serve.
First break we've seen, set 2. Came at the hand of Los Angeles off the golden point.
Another missed return from Javi Barahona. Another free point for the beat. Now the Víbora finding the net. But Tolito Aguirre with it. Está bien, it's okay, it's okay. Small touch, soft one from Javi Leal,
30-15.
capable of smashing and destroying the ball, but as well of doing these kind of things. So fast, Javi Leal. And now the power smash from Dolito to send it por tres. They're just rocking it.
Love the command there from Javi Leal, looking to Tolito, telling him to send it. Por tres.
Blocked from Koki. But now finding the sidewall. It's not the day for Koki and Barahona today.
Los Angeles lead
Another hold for the beat. 4-2 up in the second set.
González Barahona to serve.
Toronto has only had one break through sets 1 and 2. However, it was still tightly contested in that first. It may not be looking like it's going their direction here, but they're in this.
50 love.
But again, the body language between the beat and the Toronto Polar Bears is so different.
Serve.
When the beat are missing, they're like, okay, it's okay, no worries, let's go into the next one. While on the other side of the net, even winning the points, silence, nothing going on.
Need a little something to spur them on.
30 love.
It's only one break.
Successive balls for Koki Nieto. Finds one on the backhand side of Leal, then forces the ball down the middle. See, like this is a great game for Toronto.
Look, they went in
Angeles
there,
leads 4-3. Second
looking
set.
at the floor, looking at the ground.
I'm just gonna call it laser focused. 4-3 here in set number 2. Let's see if Toronto can find the break they need.
Primera adentro, segunda sácalo de ahí. Y vamos. Venga, chicos, que va a salir. Vamos a estar positivos. Vamos. Siempre hay nada, ¿verdad? Siempre hay nada,
Serve.
Still a break up the beat after getting the first one. The first set by 7-5. Now 4-3 up.
50 love.
And another missed return from Javi Barahona. There's something. There's a high five
50 all.
between Koki and Barahona.
Also some more noise on their sideline.
30-15.
Glass finder from Javi Barahona.
This is the critical moment though, right? Down a break, sitting at 3-4. Down a set. But up 1-0 in
lob.
this series.
Yeah. Nice hit from Koki.
40-15.
If Koki is missing, you can tell it's not the day. 40-15.
Not yet. Still a chance to change the tide here, but it's starting to slip away.
But even if they lose, that's the importance of the first match, of that win from Guinart and Iglesias. You get another chance to fight for the final.
Los Angeles lead 5-3, second set, both
Look at
change.
Barahona. Struggling today.
The question is then, if this goes mixed here, who will be playing on the side of Toronto? Barahona has been the one to play in the mixed matches more often than not.
The problem in this sport is that, for example, in tennis as an individual, it's your own thing. If you're missing, it's only for you. In this time, in this sport, you play with a teammate and you feel really bad when you're having one of these days because you feel bad for the other person, for your teammate.
And it's not just your singular teammate, the one playing alongside you, it's the rest of the team as well. From the women's, the mixed matches.
Fair enough.
30 love, this is a good look here for Toronto. Still showing a bit of fight. 40 love. Nice combination of points here for the Polar Bears. Sends a high lob, blocked back. Tolito sends it well wide of the court. That brings us to a 5-4, and Los Angeles will have a chance to serve for the set and the match, bringing our score potentially to 1-1 in this series.
To serve.
Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal with a big chance to sending this to the mixed doubles to see who moves into the big final.
50 love.
Another missed return from Javi Barahona. You hate to see it. 3 points away from the win. Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal. Only two now. Big smash down the line from Koki to change the pace of the game.
30-15.
30-15.
Love this play from Nieto. Sending the same ball over and over until he finds one that's just a hair shorter.
Playing with a lot of patience. Bam, 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 and it's Javi Barahona finally winning that duel in the net.
Created a rhythm that sounded like it belonged in a disco club.
Finding the fence, Javi Barahona, 40-30, and the Beat have 2 match points. Goes the first one. Leal with power, the ball jumps, touch from Barahona, contra pared, insane point, the pickup from Tolito, touching the fence. What a save from Javi Barahona. It was almost done.
Use golden point.
Golden point. Second one?
just the second.
To receive. Jorge Nieto to receive.
Chance to make it 5-all for Toronto, but a chance to close the match for the beat.
Oh, this is huge.
It's a huge point here. Barahona to the net. Game, set, and match for the beat. And the semi-final is 1-1. Everything to be decided in the mixed doubles match between the Toronto Polar Bears and the Los Angeles Beat.
What a wild performance from these two teams. Just 2 sets played, but ultimately Los Angeles so steady, and especially in that second set, there was just 1 break earned on their side, but it's all it took to pick up this last and final match to LA, and a must-have. We had to go to the mixed. You know we had to go to the mixed for these two teams.
That's going to be an intense match. We're going to have the winners in just a few seconds with Javi Carrasco in the center court, Tolito Aguirre and Javi Leal finding a win to stay alive in the semi-finals. Magnificent job, both from Javi Leal and Tolito Aguirre. And everything to be decided in the mixed doubles. That's going to happen just after the interview. Yet to decide who is going to play in that mixed doubles. Let's send it to Javi Carrasco with the winners of the match, Javi Leal and Tolito Aguirre.
Los chicos de Los Ángeles empatan aquí a 1 esta eliminatoria.
The series is 1-1 in the semi-finals. First semi-final of the afternoon. Tolito, how does it feel to get the win, to tie the series? After winning against the Toronto Polar Bears, we knew it was going to be a tough match, but we needed to win, because if not, we were going to the hotel. Now we have another set to play. Javi, you were comfortable running all over the place, smashing the ball like the entire week. Is this the best part out of you? As you say, I think me and Tolito both played amazing. We had tough opponents in front of us, but we were able to win and to get the point. Who's going to play the mixed doubles? Well, it's going to be me, Tolito, and Jess Castelló. We have to enjoy. After this, we will have the mixed doubles between the Beat and the Toronto Polar Bears fighting for a spot in the final. So we know that it's going to be Tolito Aguirre and Jess Castelló playing for the Beat. And we have to find the confirmation from the Toronto Polar Bears to see who's going to play that decisive match. Short break, and we'll be back with that mixed doubles between the Toronto Polar Bears and the Beat, fighting for a spot in the final year event number 2.